Hey guys. Actually, that's how I used to start my YouTube videos back in 2007. I had a YouTube channel. Um, I laugh when I talk about it because it was a big part of my life back then. And maybe it'll be a big part of my life again. So I love knives. I don't want to call it an obsession. I just want to, tell the truth about it. I spent 30% of my paycheck on knives, flashlight, paracord, gear of all kinds. I have a tent that is kind of a cot tent, so you're not sleeping on the ground. How many times have I used it? Okay, wait. I used it once. I opened up my garage, I set it up, and 4th of July in this neighborhood, we do some fireworks. It happens to be legal here. And I opened up, the thing, and we all sat in there, and we were nice and warm. Yes, I used my gear. Yes, I love gear. I don't, I don't know if it's like a lesbian thing or what, but I do like to go to Home Depot. I don't know if I'm handy. I wouldn't say I'm handy. I have tools. I have a small toolbox. It's purple, and actually, there was a handyman that came over, and he called it cute. Like, what are you trying to say? Yeah, but it has a screwdriver and a hammer, and lots of multi-tools. I love multi-tools. Leatherman P4 Squirt, that's one of my favorites. I also have the Juice, if you're a Leatherman person. Juice XC6, XJ6. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I used to do is YouTube videos on just gear and knives and whatever else. And I haven't really been in the TikTok scene for a while. I just started last year, like just posting random videos of Kylo, but I never thought about, I don't know, talking to the camera. So here it goes. Um, let's see, going back to high school, because that's 20, so many years ago. I'm 41. I graduated in 2001. So how many years ago was that? 23 years ago? Oh my gosh. Don't There are wrinkles. There's a filter in this thing, which I love. By the way, can someone just create filtered glasses so that everyone we pass is beautiful? I mean, can we do that somehow? Or I guess you could just call them sunglasses. I don't know. Because people look cuter when they have sunglasses on because it covers half their face. And all they really need to do, if you're a female or a male, is put on a little lipstick, put on a little lip gloss, maybe some chapstick. If you're a lesbian like me, doesn't really like having stuff on her lips other than another woman's lips um, on. But anyway, okay, back to my high school. We'll just start there because resumes, they should only go back 10 years. You shouldn't be talking about your high school job that you worked at a snack shack during Little League. Anyway, so yeah, I went to an all girls high school. We wore a uniform. It was blue, black, and white plaid. Super cute. So I always had like shoes that matched it, and we wore a little sweater vest with a little logo on it. That was great. Time of my life, lesbian with 400 other girls, and then lesbian teachers. I had a major crush on this one teacher. She had red hair and she was so pretty. If any of you have ever seen Sister Act, I believe it's part two. No, she's in part one too. The redhead that all of a sudden can sing really good. I can't remember her name right now, but two great movies. She was in both. Kind of quiet, but then, gets her strength at the end, just like any other good underdog story. And yeah, so that's what she looked like. She was my teacher for history, and she was so fine. Anyway, guys, I saw her at a coffee shop, a local coffee shop, not too much later, like not too much longer after we graduated. And it was awkward because I was like, oh my God, crush on this woman. I had a crush on her for like 3 years. Crazy. Okay, enough about that. High school was great. Went to a state school, majored in psych, did some retail management, blah, 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 sold high-end shoes, then went on to recruiting, corporate recruiting. I recruited for cancer diagnostic and cancer pharmaceutical companies, which was great. The 9 to 5, well, let's call it 8 to 6, really, because I worked from home and they kind of expect you to just be on it. Um, so yeah, I worked for 2 Fortune 100 companies. That was awesome, but I got laid off prior to the pandemic, and then my wife and I decided to buy an FDA-approved $27,000 laser lipo machine. So I have been making that my priority the last few years. Also, I sell life insurance, which has been a wonderful experience, helping all of my friends and family get set up for the inevitable. We all know we're going to go one day. So just preparing for that is the smartest thing you can do, especially if you have kids. You don't want to leave your kids in a lurch. You don't want to leave your spouse in a lurch. It's real, or your parents if they end up having to take care of them, or your nieces or your nephews, or your brothers or your sisters. Think about it. If you're going to keep having children, who we really love, and when something happens to us, who's going to take care of them? It costs money. So yeah, DM me if you need any help getting life insurance. It's super important for you to prepare for your children, and even help them build generational wealth. Yes, let's go back. That's my career. And then we can go to my love life. So I met my wife in 2007. I was just graduating college, and she was 19 years old. No, she was 18. Okay, it was her 19th birthday that we met on the phone. One of my friends then told me to call her because her birthday is February 14th. And you know what that is? Valentine's Day. Everybody's busy. Everybody's busy with their dudes, with their ladies. You don't have time for my poor wife. So her friends suggested I call her and cheer her up. Guess what? Talked until 3 o'clock that morning. Wonderful. We hung out that Thursday, kept hanging out on Thursdays, going out to 18 and up clubs because she couldn't go to a bar. She was only 19 years old. Got to get them while they're young. I say that as if I was that much older. I was 23, 24. I mean, it's not that much older, but 4 years. She was in 8th grade. I was a senior in high school. Okay, it's gross when you think about it. But we're older now, so it's not as gross. Yeah, so we met back in 2007. We had an apartment together, and then we've been, living together ever since. We got married 10 years ago, and then 2.5 years ago, December 18, 2021, we had Charlotte, who's our baby. She's half Korean. He's a Korean donor. I'm Chinese, Japanese, Korean, by the way. I know it's not a good mix usually. Not necessarily a good mix, but it's not a typical mix. And I don't speak anything. I do speak a little Spanish because I'm, California born and raised, but there's no Mandarin, there's no Cantonese. My grandma used to joke around and teach us, bad words in Cantonese, but I can't remember any of them. Oh wait, you Nekamahai. Anyone that speaks, comment below and let me know if I said that right. I probably didn't. It was a terrible accent. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. We got married, had a baby, and now we're just living that older mom with a toddler life. You know what I mean? Where you need your sleep, your back hurts right when you wake up. You don't know why. And I can't wait till I'm 50 with a 10-year-old. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited. But yeah, that's Kylo. Like this. Let's go close on him. We got him when he was 4 months old. He had gum and candy all stuck in his hair, and my wife had to bring him home. And yeah, now he's our boy, and he's huge. He's like 65 pounds. A lot of dog and a lot of fluff. There's fluff all over this couch, all up and down the stairs, the whole house. Fluff. Sometimes it's in our food. But anyway, also I'm testing this mic that I just got from Amazon. You can tell me what you think about it. And yeah, so I'll see you soon. Subscribe. I'll probably post silly videos every other day. Who knows? We'll just see how it goes.